My sergeant major father refused to salute me when I became an officer. I graduated from college in May 2019 after 4 years of ROTC, got commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Army. My dad, Sergeant Major Kevin Hayes, had been enlisted for 26 years, 3 combat deployments, 2 Bronze Stars, respected by everyone who ever served under him. He didn't come to my commissioning ceremony, said he had training that weekend. My mom made excuses, but I knew the truth. He didn't approve. See, my dad always said officers were necessary, but he didn't have to like them. Most lieutenants are just college kids with fancy bars on their shoulders, he'd tell me growing up. They think they know everything, but they don't know anything. I thought things would be different when it was his own son. I was wrong. 2 months after commissioning, I got assigned to Fort Hood, same base where my dad was the battalion sergeant major. I was excited, thought we'd finally get to serve together, bridge that gap between us. My first day reporting to my unit, I saw him in the hallway. He was talking to another sergeant major, both in their perfectly pressed uniforms. I walked up expecting some kind of acknowledgement. "Good morning, Sergeant Major," I said. He glanced at me, then back to his conversation. Didn't salute, didn't even nod, just kept talking like I wasn't there. The other sergeant major looked uncomfortable and rendered a salute. "Morning, sir." My dad walked away without saying a word. It hurt. I won't lie about that. Here I was, finally wearing the same uniform as him, and he treated me like I was invisible. This went on for weeks. Every time we crossed paths on base, he'd find a reason to look the other way. In the dining facility, he'd sit at a different table. During battalion formations, he'd position himself where we wouldn't make eye contact. My mom called me crying one night. "He's proud of you. He just doesn't know how to show it," she said. "Give him time." The breaking point came during a field training exercise. My platoon was running a tactical movement drill, and I made a bad call. Had my soldiers set up in a position that left us exposed. Basic mistake that a seasoned NCO would never make. Suddenly, my dad appeared out of nowhere, but he didn't talk to me. He went straight to my platoon sergeant, Staff Sergeant Marcus Ellis. "Sergeant Ellis, walk with me," he said. They talked for maybe 5 minutes while I stood there feeling like an idiot. Then my dad left without even looking in my direction. Ellis came back and very diplomatically suggested we reposition. He didn't say my dad had corrected me, but we both knew. That night, I drove to my parents' house, found my dad in the garage working on his truck like always. "Why won't you salute me?" I asked. "Why won't you even talk to me?" He kept his eyes on the engine. "I salute the rank, not the person. I'm your son. On base, you're an officer. There's a difference." "So that's it? 26 years of you telling me about honor and respect and you can't even acknowledge your own kid?" He finally looked at me. "You think I'm not proud? You think I don't tell every sergeant major I know that my son's an officer? But the second I start treating you different than any other lieutenant, I lose credibility. Every enlisted soldier who sees me salute you will wonder if you earned that salute or if daddy's just playing favorites. I'm not asking for favorites. I'm asking you to follow military customs. I do follow customs when you've earned it." "How do I earn it, Dad?" He wiped his hands on a rag. "Stop making decisions that put your soldiers in danger. Start listening to your NCOs. They've been doing this job since before you could drive. And stop expecting respect just because of those bars. Lieutenants earn respect by admitting what they don't know." 3 months later, my platoon executed a perfect training mission. We took first place in the battalion competition. My dad was one of the evaluators. After the awards ceremony, I was walking back to my vehicle when I heard, "Lieutenant Hayes?" I turned around. My dad stood at attention and rendered the sharpest salute I've ever seen. "Well done, sir," he said. I returned the salute, and for the first time in months, he smiled at me. We still don't talk much on base, but now when we pass each other, he salutes. And every single time, it means more than any commissioning ceremony ever could.